We are 1 minute and 11 seconds away from a horrible Stugotz story. 1 minute and 11 seconds from a story that I found mortifying about Stugotz. I couldn't believe it. I really couldn't.
Oh, really? You're going to air with this?
We will also, you know the story I'm going to tell? Because you come in here and you tell mortifying stories all the time.
I'm pretty certain I know the story you're going to share with the audience. I'm okay with it. It's fun.
In moments, we will have our funniest thing from the sports weekend, too. Get your nominees together. Does everyone have some nominees back there for funniest thing of the sports weekend?
Yeah. Yes, we do.
All right, we'll play the imaging real quick here.
Hey, people, tell us what in sports made you laugh hardest this weekend. It is a segment we call What Made You Laugh This Weekend.
We'll get to that in a second, but first let's laugh at Stugotz. Mike, do you know this story?
I heard one, before the show that I was like, oh, man, he's an awful person, but is that the one?
Well, I mean, there's so many that you've heard before the show that might lead you to jump to the conclusion. Mine's a Halloween story.
I heard a Halloween one that was pretty mortifying.
All right, so which one? Who's telling this story? Who's telling the Stugotz story?
Well, why don't you tell the story?
All right, Stugotz shamed a person during Halloween.
Yep, that's the one.
Yeah, he shamed a person because the person was not giving away candy that met with Stugotz's approval.
I wouldn't meet anyone's approval, to be honest with you.
All right, well, his kids went to a house, his lovely twins, what were they dressed as?
They were dressed as Thing 1 and Thing 2.
All right.
And I was father of the things.
Okay, you were the father of the things, so you were not the Cat in the Hat, or you weren't...
I was the father of the things. Okay. That's what my T-shirt
says. Okay, you were the father of the things.
It's not a thing.
That's right, not a thing. Right, so you were the father of the things on Halloween with walking around with a big cup of gin and tonic, driving in your giant golf cart that goes the speed of actual automobiles, correct?
Yeah, faster than most automobiles. Yes.
You were walking. He was walking.
Yeah, you were walking.
I was walking.
You would not have a drink in your hand while doing that.
Good save, Mike.
With the oversized tires, and this person in your neighborhood, a neighbor?
In my neighborhood, yeah.
Was giving out Good and Plenty.
Correct. Didn't know those still existed. Worst candy ever.
And Dentine, correct? Or Trident?
It was Trident, and they were the small sticks, not even the big sticks, the small, thicker sticks, and he broke out the packs into individual pieces. Okay?
So he was giving individual pieces of Dentine.
Sugarless. Trident.
Oof.
Okay, now, admittedly.
And Good and Plenty.
Admittedly, this is not a man or a person who is taking their Halloween seriously and with very good candy judgment.
Turn out the lights, man. Turn out the lights. Seriously. What's the point? If you're going to do Halloween, don't do it with Good and Plenty and Trident sugarless gum. Just turn out the lights.
So don't make half an effort or a 10% effort. Just turn the lights out of your house so nobody knocks.
Oh, I just Googled Good and Plenty. Yeah, that's a candy that I always avoid. That's awful.
It's terrible. And if you're going to have Good and Plenty, you have to have Mike and Ike's as an option. That's the viable option.
All right, so what did you do to shame this person whose candy choices did not meet your needs?
I told him he's an embarrassment to Halloween, and that he should just fold up shop, and he should go inside and turn out the lights. And I made my children put the candy back in his bowl. And they're not going to eat that. Who's going to eat that? I have plenty of Trident at home, and no one likes Good and Plenty. And they did. My kids did what I told them to do.
So in front of this person, you told them to go back in their bag and return this man's gift candy.
Yeah, I dropped them off at the start of the driveway, the front of the driveway. They walked back, and every time they came back, I said, "What'd you get?" They said, "We got Good and Plenty's and Trident gum." And I said, No. I walked up to the guy's front door, and I said, "You might as well fold up shop, turn out the lights. You're an embarrassment to Halloween."
Mike, it sounds like you're on Stugotz's side, that he's brought you around because the candy was so crappy.
Yeah, it's a Good and Plenty. Yeah.
All right, wait a minute. This is today's sports poll of the day then, because I remain mortified by this. Just leave, take your candy, and be disappointed. I would say that's the play there.
How about you do Halloween the right way?
Okay.
With real candy.
Okay, that'd be better. Yes,
Okay?
that would be better.
Trident sugarless gum.
Look, we can all agree that this person needed someone to tell him something.
Really? You're
Yes.
on. All right. Is Stugotz right or wrong here? Because I can't believe you're siding with Stugotz on this.
You got kids who are excited to get real candy one night out of the
Okay,
year.
and
They don't want
listen.
sugarless gum.
All right, listen, kids. Life lesson for you. Sometimes you're going to be disappointed. Sometimes life is going to give you good and plenty and individual Trident sticks. Like, let's learn something. Let's move on to the other 99 houses where you're getting free candy.
No.
Dan's kind of got a point when he puts it
No.
that way.
I
I
mean,
think
get outta here.
I'm moving back over
You
to
don't
Dan's side.
shame the...
Mike, I taught my kids a different lesson. To shame the guy with the bad Halloween candy.
Necessary lesson. I
Turn
think I'm
out
back
the
on
lights.
Sue's side.
Yeah, thank you.
Fold up shop.
What's the name of this poll? What's the question, Guillermo? Like, what have you got there? What have you got back there?
I thought we were all just sort of working this out on air.
We are. Has he not? He doesn't have anything yet? What do you got?
Is Stugotz right or wrong?
Okay, that's simple.
No, everyone's going to vote for me to be wrong. I'm always wrong.
Why? Oh, you think we're contaminating it by just asking a bunch of people whether you're right or wrong?
Yes.
Was Stugotz right to tell off a person that handed his kids good and plenty for Halloween?
A little wordy.
Okay, it is a little wordy. It is a little
We
wordy.
need to get good and plenty in there because it's pretty key.
good and plenty and individual sticks of Trident. But you can't shame someone. They're giving you something for free.
It seems like this person was completely underprepared. Like, he went to the store real quick. All they had was good and plenty. He's like, no one's going to care here.
You're
And then
giving
here's
him
some
credit
gum.
for going to the store, Mike? I think he just had it in one of the drawers in his house.
You know what? He probably had it from when his kids went out trick-or-treating and got handed to it, and they just
How is
stockpiled it.
anyone taking Stugotz's side on this?
I'm right.
Give it to me. Give it to me. More of the Dan LeBatard Show on ESPN Radio.